Oh, hey, no intro this week. Why not? What the hell?
Fuck it.
What?
Fuck it. We're doing it live.
Everybody. We're doing it live. Doing it live. Here, we'll do this. We'll get some ducks rolling. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Chasing Daylight podcast. It helps if you start Instagram too. Oh my goodness, I'm just a mess this morning or this evening.
Oh, you're off.
I'm all off.
You were off.
Joe started talking band and I got all flustered and God darn it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome. Episode 310. There's quite a bit of, oh, look at that, Krank Golf in the house. We need to do some VGN head covers. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Instagram's going now. YouTube is up, and we are also on X. So if you want to participate in the show, Joe always mans the IG page, X and YouTube. If you leave a comment, you can, we'll share it on the screen for everybody else. We love the interaction. So bring it. You know, we, last week we were chatting TGL, which we'll talk some more TGL this week. We checked out Swingers LV, the indoor putt place in Vegas. We'll talk about that. And I love craps now. I'm a big craps guy.
He's a big craps guy.
BGC. Yeah, BGC. Juju and I were down in Havasu for a putter event. That was a lot of That was a lot of fun. It was a blast. I got a new putter. Showed up today.
That was a lot of blast.
It was a lot of blast. We had some fun. Torrey Pines took place this past weekend. Pebble Beach is this week. We got Revere coming up this Sunday. I was hitting the Elite Driver and indoor Trackman. Got some cool numbers about that. And then this morning I interviewed Lance Reeder from Krank Golf. Everybody knows Krank from the long drives and Bryson DeChambeau. That was it's so funny because when we haven't done a one-on-one interview with anybody, it's been a while, and I always get nervous when I do the interviews because I got my questions that I want to ask, and we had a pre-phone call last week talking about what we chat about, and a lot of times I'm looking through my questions and I'll look up, it's been 20 minutes and I'm like, how the hell am I going to get another 30 minutes out of this, to make it a viable interview? We were chatting. I looked up, hour and 5. I mean, it flew by. Lance is a 100% golf nerd that owns a driver company that is doing some amazing things. And I cannot wait to share it with you later on in the episode. I got a little teaser that we'll share so you can kind of see how the format was and everything. But it was a lot of fun and I had a blast. Can't thank him enough for that. Yeah. So let's get into some golf chatter. Joe, you want to start with Swingers?
Yeah, we can. So, I turned 40 on Saturday.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Yes, sir.
You were there. So,
yeah.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Matt.
And Trey.
And Trey. No, I had no idea. So wife surprised because I mentioned it a couple months ago. I said it'd be cool to get everybody together to go play Swingers and check it out. So she successfully achieved a surprise out of me, but it was cool. The only thing is it's like real mini golf. It's different from Pop Stroke for sure, but it's just too quick. It's too fast. I mean, we played for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It felt, it felt like 10 minutes. Like we were done in 10 minutes. They got 3 9 holes, but it was fun. No doubt about it. It was a lot of fun, but it was so fast and it was over before we knew it. I feel like, especially with me getting 3 aces, so it was just quick.
It was very packed, very packed, shoulder to shoulder. And
way more people than I thought were going to be in there for sure.
Yeah. And the holes are on a 8x10 piece of plywood. That's how big the holes are. They're not big.
Not very big.
And they're lined up in a row. And it's you go to one and you go to the next one. Then you go to the next one. And, they say everybody put out your ball, and then the next person go. And they're not crazy difficult holes. It's fun. It's a putt place. but then you're waiting for the next group, and then you shuffle, and then you play, and then you're waiting for the next group, and shuffle, and it's very conveyor belty, you know.
That's how mini golf is nowadays, though. It's like, it's cramped. And the hardest hole was the windmill hole. That's the only one that really gave any of us any difficulty. And it's too quick. The holes aren't long enough at all. Like, I would have loved for it to be 10 more minutes, worth of golf. You're paying.
Yeah, we were having fun with it.
Oh yeah, we're paying $30, for 10, 15 minutes.
There's no replay. It's not like Pop Stroke where once you get in, you can go as much as you want.
But I think you can pay for an extra $9 for a discounted price. But like when we rolled up, they said they didn't even have any tee times for 2.5 hours basically. Yeah. And Katie finagled it to where, like, I called earlier, they say get us in, and then they're like, oh, let me check with somebody, and then she's like, oh yeah, we can get you in. I don't know if they're playing that game of exclusivity or anything, but
it was packed.
So did you only play 9 holes or all 3?
Okay. We played 9 holes, then we went upstairs to their carnival area, which has a bunch of games from like old school, like Excalibur, Circus style, which is cool.
And they're all golf themed.
Yeah, and you get tickets, and then you can trade in your tickets for like golf towels or ball markers or tees or golf balls, things like that. But we did a little loop, and then we hit the craps table.
Yeah, we're out.
Yeah, Matt's first time playing craps, which was
isn't that crazy?
I almost broke his knee. Also,
yeah.
So.
Were you as lucky as Trey was? Apparently.
We all won. We all
won. I left, but I was up $300, so I was happy.
Oh yeah.
I love craps. Craps is my favorite casino game, and to share Matt's first time on the craps table was awesome. We got locked in at the $15 minimum, which was fantastic because they automatically upped it to 25
as soon as 4 more people showed up.
I was teaching Matt how to play the game, and it's fun, dude. It's a community game. It's like, me, Matt, and Trey on the corner. We're all like rooting for each other. It's a blast. And Matt hit this hard 8, and I had money on the hard 8.
We all had money on the hard 8.
And then I fucking just bear hugged him and lifted him up, and I almost broke his knee. So.
Like the knees. Knees.
It was fun. That's the most fun I've had on craps table in a long time.
Yeah, it was good. Threw a couple dice off the table a couple times. So
same dice. Yep. You learn same dice.
It was a good time. But if this is what I'm telling, because a bunch of people after I posted some pictures were sending me messages. What'd you think?
Same. Same
about swingers. Too. And this is what I was telling everybody. You need to go just to check it out to see what it's like, so you can say that you've been. Will you go again? Probably not. Maybe if you got a buddy in town that's staying in Mandalay Bay and you want to go hang out, maybe. But there's a lot of other better places to hang out, in my opinion. But it's cool. It's cool to see. It's going back to it's where the rum jungle was. If anybody remembers where that was, in the as soon as you walk in from the parking garage, it's right there. So it's like
we don't have a lot of mini golf in town, or mini golf that's like that. It's cool that it's adults only, but like Theo loves mini golf and he can't go there because it's not welcome for kids. I think they need to open it up during the day for families, like maybe on Saturdays.
Yeah.
One day a week, because Theo would love to do that.
Like like you said, in the morning, like in the summertime when people are at the pool and they're taking a break, let's go do putt-putt for a little while, grab some frozen drinks. And
yeah, and it doesn't have to be every day. I did love that their frozen drinks had great names.
Yeah, Frost Delay.
They had a Frost Delay was a great name for a frozen drink at a mini golf place.
Yeah,
I love that.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we got comments coming in. I didn't see that. We got sup fam? What you do in the house? All right, so that covers swingers and craps. That was a lot of fun. What was nice, and Trey, we were talking about this, that the craps, what do you call them, Joe? Attendants, dealers, crap dealers.
Yeah.
They were very, very cool. They weren't assholes. They were cool. The guy was helping. Joe helped me explain what was going on, and he was really, really cool, and that made it a lot of fun. So
Well, that's also the thing when you're playing craps. Like my dad was a craps dealer, so like I was laying down bets for them from the beginning. You got to do that. You want them to take care of it. And when Matt hit that hard 8, they actually had $6 on that hard 8, so they made like $60 off that roll from your roll.
yeah.
So obviously that gets them into the game, and they're of course more willing to help you if you're throwing bets out there for them. So
Dude, and then Trey threw double sixes to set the point, and then he threw double sixes on the next roll. It was
back-to-back box cars from Trey was crazy.
It was crazy, but I mean, it would be fun if we had like 10 of us all hung out and just mobbed and took over a craps table.
Yeah, that's what we used to do back in the day.
That I could see happening. So
yeah,
we'll have our VGN board meeting around a craps table.
Unless you got a bad roll going on, that's a whole different story. Everybody's shit in the bed.
Torrey Pines. I know ever since we went and played Torrey Pines, everybody kind of gets up to watch this one because you get to see those guys just play great golf on an incredibly hard golf course. They had some struggles with the wind. They had to have a wind delay. The course was firm. It was fast. It was rough, was thick. And seeing people lay up on 13 was impressive because normally those guys bomb it down there so far that they can, hit low irons into that. But seeing that a lot of guys have to lay up to the bottom of the valley was a different way to watch Torrey. Congrats to Harris English on the win. Ludwig got sick and made it through. So kudos to him for not taking the WD and getting some points and playing. But it's always fun seeing Torrey on TV.
Yeah. Yep.
Should we tell him he's on mute or just let him go?
I think that where they really failed is we got Torrey Pines again coming up.
Yep.
That's a bad
Real
choice.
soon will be interesting.
Yeah.
Real soon.
And it's going to be a better field too.
Yeah, it's going to be a better field. And the only thing that's good is it's only going to be the South course. So I'm as far as I know, I can't imagine them playing the North course again.
Yeah.
No, I think PGA Tour fucked up with that one. Like, I know that Riviera can't be played currently, but better options were out there, especially like for them to pick a course that is being played this week and then they're going to play it again in a few weeks. Like, that's just, they fucked up, dude.
It's the least amount of effort.
Yeah. I mean, I understand from like a logistical standpoint, like they don't have to put stands up anymore. Everything.
It was a total phone in. They phoned it in. They said, what can we do to spend the least amount of money?
Yeah.
Go to Torrey. I mean, they should have just said fuck it and had it at where it's supposed to be at Riviera and dealt with, raise some money from support for the fires and everything. But I guess it's I don't know. I haven't seen recently.
So many options. They had so many options, and they probably went to the furthest option away from where they were to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's many options between Torrey and Riviera. Like Trump National would have been great.
I would love to see him at Possa.
Well, that's north, but
I know.
Yeah, that would have been
still.
sick. Rams Hill, I think Rams Hill would have been fantastic. I mean, I think they got to shake it up, and they're scared to shake it up.
Yep.
But it does save them money, so I do understand that aspect. But we don't need to see Torrey twice in a month,
Well, and I mean, think of it, the U.S. Open was recently there, and then you have the Farmers.
It's the thing, bro.
I mean, there's been a lot of Torrey. It's kind of like when Quail Hollow
getting stale.
Was every year there was something going on at Quail Hollow, and we've got a lot of Quail Hollow now. We're getting an overdose of Torrey.
Yeah, letting it get stale, and you don't need that currently, especially with the hype of TGL and Live.
I still so we can talk about TGL. I still have not watched this week's episode. I got it recorded. but you guys all said best one so far.
Yeah, by
sure.
by a
Competitive, at least.
margin. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
way better.
So
Way better.
what made it better?
Personalities and the Tiger Rory sort of rivalry.
Tom
It
Kim.
was just
Not
Tom
a
Kim's
blowout.
ultimate. Yeah,
Not
not
a
a
blowout
blowout.
at
It
all.
went down to it.
He had a
was good.
shootout at the end.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to watch it. It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it was
gonna. I'll probably watch it tomorrow. I was gonna try and watch it today, but so much going on today. Good grief, I'm a busy man.
It's funny seeing them, like all those flubbed chip shots that you see during the TGL with the grain, because
Yeah.
they're hitting chips into the grain and it hits the edge of the collar and just pops straight up and stops.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. It's like they expect it to act like a real green, which
Takes time to get used to, for sure. It
Yeah.
definitely does.
That's what I've said. I've said that the chipping seems to be the biggest issue that they have
Mhm.
because it's fake grass and there's no like common reaction for artificial turf and a wedge. It's gonna react differently almost every time because it's not real grass.
Well, Kisner
Yeah.
had a putt from off the green,
Mhm.
and he putted it, and it just like popped up, like, and it pop, and it didn't even make
went
it
2 or
close to the
3
hole.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, it's cool. It's amazing. Like, the technology is truly amazing. But I'm wondering if for next season, if they're going to change the green up and try to advance that a little bit, because it's interesting because you know where they are on the green at every time. Like
Yeah.
you see the same hill, but it's from a different angle. I'm curious if they'll figure out a way to change it.
see that
so
thing
it's more
move.
Yeah.
drastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do that hill because that hill is always there. There's always that like
every time.
top tier
Mhm.
every time,
Every time.
and with the pendulums or whatever they have under the green, like that hill is always there. They need to
That shit
smooth
broke.
that out.
The
Yeah,
Yeah,
hill is
broke.
too severe.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's the one
It's
thing I
just
see.
You can't stop a
unrealistic.
putt.
Yeah.
It's like an automatic 6 feet by the hole every time you putt down it.
And then you see guys that are like, "Oh, come down," and it stays. And then they have this
On the
touch-
screen, yeah.
Yeah, and then it just touches the ball. They just touch it and it takes off, and it's like that should have rolled back. So
But
Yeah, like it happened last
regarding
night.
that hill, regarding that hill though, in the playoff, they like it was interesting to see Keegan Bradley hit the hill, but he didn't make it all the way up and it came all the way back down. But Tom Kim like drove it into the hill and checked up
Mhm.
onto the top of the tier. So it's like these guys are going to figure it out eventually,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting a
Yeah, it was
lot
interesting.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it was Kisner. I can't remember who hit that approach shot, and it clearly should have rolled back down towards the flag, but on the screen it just stuck there in the middle, like in the middle of the downslope. It stuck on the green, so
That
they had
was
to move.
Kisner.
They couldn't set the ball down because it was just rolling, so they had to move it around the hill. That was interesting.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
can you explain what the hammer is? I still don't get that. What is
It
the
just
hammer
doubles
for?
it just doubles the points for the hole.
Yeah. It's
If-
basically
Okay.
a press. It's press basically, but
Yeah.
doubles-
Okay.
And then if you do it before they tee off, they have to accept it, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Because you can deny. You can say no. I'm not taking the hammer.
hmm Okay.
So, but
That
if they
was
throw
good.
it down before you tee off, I think you have to take it. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But it's been getting a lot of hate. A lot of people are talking shit about it, and you knew that was going to happen. I mean,
Mhm.
it's the live versus the PGA types talk, and it's like, oh, you guys are shitting on live, but you love indoor golf, and it's like, well, it's not golf. It's as Joe's been saying for weeks now, it's golfertainment. This is not, you're not basing your handicap off this. You're not getting world ranking points for this. It's fun. It's entertainment. It's good to see these guys out there, hitting golf shots on simulators. It's fun. It's fun. And if you think about it as being fun, you might enjoy it a little bit more than I think a lot of these people are expecting this to be what golf is going to be in the future. And I mean, until we can't go outside because the toxic fumes in the air have all locked us in silos beneath the ground, golf isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Shout out Silo. Season 2.
Season 3. Season 3 coming up.
You know, golf isn't going anywhere for a very long time, and I don't think anybody should have any fears that something like this on ESPN is gonna change the game. It's not. It's just something to watch on a Tuesday night. Oh wait, a Monday night. Oh wait, a Monday at 3:30. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
that's
a
the
Tuesday
biggest
at
issue.
5. What
That's the downfall.
fuck, ESPN? Good grief. They got to
Yeah.
get that shit figured out. I don't know what the hell's going on with that.
Yeah, that's terrible. If they want the most viewership, like it's 8 p.m. Eastern on whatever day.
Dude, who is
Monday,
the
they pick one, you know.
yeah, who is the guy in the ESPN executive board that approves when things are on in the time slot? How did he not go, this is college basketball season. And
Yeah,
we have way more people watch college basketball than indoor simulator golf.
Yeah.
Maybe Tuesday nights are not a good night for this.
Yeah.
And Monday football's over on Monday nights, so just put it on Monday nights. Make it a new Monday night event. And I think the players will be happier because that's, a day sooner that they can get to where they're playing, if they're playing.
Yeah, true. And that's I thought about that too. Is that why Max Homa didn't play for Jupiter Lynx, and that's why Tom Kim was in? Because is Max Homa playing Pebble or like?
Everybody's playing Pebble. It's a signature event.
But didn't Max withdraw this week too, though?
I don't know.
Really?
Xander's not
I don't
playing
know.
because he's got a rib
I don't know
injury.
when I don't know when it got that episode got recorded, but if it was this week, I know Max. I'm pretty sure Max withdrew due to sickness. A lot of people withdrew due to sickness,
See.
but that could be a reason why he didn't play.
Let's see if he is in the
That
field.
too, or because Tom Kim,
Yeah,
he
Max,
sat out
he's-
last week and it was just Max's time.
he tees off 10:19 on Thursday at Pebble Beach, so he is in the field.
California kid.
Yeah. Which, by the way, love seeing all the top names. We haven't seen this.
Mhm.
I mean, you want to count the century, you can, but
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while, and there are a lot of players in the field this week. If you look at the OWGR, we got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33. Yeah, I mean, basically all of the top 50 for sure, minus a couple players. So this is what we want. I mean, the people that aren't there, we want them there as well. So still don't know if it's ever going to freaking happen. But
Yeah.
let's get the best players back on the course, please. All of them.
It's gonna happen soon.
Yeah.
And
How
I
long
can
we've
tell
been
by
saying
your,
that?
I can tell by your sweater that you're wearing because it's around the corner.
We're getting
Mhm.
close. We're getting close. It will be fun to see the Masters again. Looking forward to it. All right, so that covers the Pebble Beach. Here's
Bubble
the Pebble. Here's the new one. There she is.
fiend.
There she is.
He's back, baby. The mayor is back.
Just the
The-
company man.
The company
You
man.
know?
Well, hey, I was.
All you gotta
rolling
do
a-
is give him a deep discount on things, and he'll fucking just go to town on his head.
Now I was rolling jailbird before I started working with Callaway, so but yeah, this is the slant neck. You can see it right there. The slant neck, little half off on the offset. And man, very happy. And look at that. I even got my grip on it already.
Wow.
Yeah. Brand new, just released. These are brand new, the slant neck. So I implore anybody to get out to the golf store. This version has more than my plumber's neck. It's got a little bit more toe hang, so it feels more like a blade. And I had it bent too flat, so it sets up perfect. I was out rolling it this afternoon. Wow, very nice, very nice. Feels very different than my other jailbird. I mean, the face.
What's the
feels same.
difference? Milled. It's like a milled face.
No, it's still the
Or-
same. It still has the white hot face. I didn't. They don't have the milled version in the slant neck yet, but I'm
What was the previous jailbird? Was it the same exact face or
exact same head except
it's
this
just
was
the
a plumber's
neck?
neck.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Gotcha.
what I like about it is when you're looking down on it, because of the slant neck, you see more of the putter head.
I was thinking it looked like a referee.
I'm sorry. This way, so when you're looking down on it, you can see more. It's all blurry. Sorry.
It's like looking through a picket fence.
Well, they have another version now where they took this cross and they put it this way, so it runs front to back, not across. It's called the Versa 90 because they turned it 90 degrees. That's another one that looks really nice. But yeah, it's the only version of that one so far. But if you like the feel of a blade with the performance of a mallet, check it out. Check it out.
And the
I got
head
more-
cover of a mallet.
Yeah.
Got that one.
I mean, that is a pretty cool. Come on.
Yeah, that's a mallet head cover. Yeah.
You gotta like it.
Absolutely massive.
It's huge.
It's not that big. Look, it's smaller than my hand, and I
You
don't
got
have
small
big
hands. You got small hands.
I don't have big. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've got small hands, and it doesn't cover it up. It's not that big.
It's very big.
Here, more
Can,
toys.
can you wrap your whole hand around your putter grip?
Let's see. You mean like that?
Okay. Yeah.
This
It looked really big on the before when you showed it. But I guess
No,
it's just a normal oversized one.
Yeah. It's as
It's
big,
as big as your head.
It's not that big.
Massive.
Can you use it?
Not.
You could use it as a pillow in a jam.
Yeah.
Travel pillow.
Oh, I like
Definitely-
that idea. Like that
Definitely
idea.
hangs over the edge of your bag. That's
So-
for
Tuck
sure.
yourself in with the Velcro.
So here, for everybody watching, this is an old crank driver. This is many versions ago. They have 18 different drivers that they've done in their existence. So I've had this one in the garage. Miles most recently used this when he was out with us.
Yeah.
So very fun conversation I had with Lance. And here let's share a little clip from the show that's going to come out this Friday.
55, 60, 65, 70-year-old guys and girls. And when you're winning those age brackets, there should be more relevance to saying, hey, you know, these drivers are really special. If they hit straight and long, why can't you use them in golf? And they were, you know, we were always conforming on USJ, but not a lot of people knew that. And not a lot of people look at long drive as a golf. I often wonder, I said, you know, these guys are hitting drivers, not hockey sticks.
So it was, like I said earlier, it's a fun conversation. If you're not familiar with the brand and what Krank is all about, please check out that episode. Like I said, it's going to be out on Friday. It'll be in audio format on the podcast, and I'm going to post a YouTube version of it as well, so you can watch the interview. Did you know that they make fairway woods?
No clue.
I think
Yeah,
Trevor
and-
used to play one.
And not just like one. They make a bunch of fairway woods, but that's drivers and fairway woods are what they do. They're not going anywhere else. They're not going into irons. They're not making golf balls. They're not selling.
Did you ask him if they seen an explosion since Bryson put one in his bag?
Yeah, we talk about Bryson.
All right, you're gonna have to listen then.
You're gonna have to listen.
Tune in.
It's a fun conversation because Bryson right now is working with LAGP on a new driver that he is helping design. And but he's in right now in his bag, he still has the crank stuff. So he has a crank driver, 3-wood and 5-wood. So it was a fun conversation. Lance is an incredible golf nerd like we are, and I told him, I said, you know, it's so much fun when we can get people on that just like to nerd out on stuff, and it was a very enjoyable conversation. So I implore you to tune into that this Friday. What do we got here? Oh, it's people crapping on the mallet covers, built-in rain protection for the rest of your clubs. It's a pillow for when you hit too much Jameson on the course.
Too soon,
Jeremy.
Y'all are crazy. It's not that big. Good heavens.
It's huge.
It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. All right, so that is that. Oh, here. I didn't see this either. I got so many toys. This is the artwork that I got from Sometimes
Yeah.
Draws.
Sometimes
yeah.
draws. What a name.
Coffee and Clubs. Coffee and Clubs, my go-to. Coffee and Clubs. So that has a spot now in the office. Maybe.
Hesher Hack chiming in. It's not lab huge. Well, it's not.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not the
not
spaceship
lab
huge.
huge.
Yeah.
Yes,
Cattle
it's
brand.
not. It's not. I was the only one that hopped on his live the other day. You guys suck.
Yeah.
I would have been there. When
I don't even
when
know.
was that?
You were working.
Yeah.
I'm always working.
3 of us have jobs and 1 of us does not, except on the weekends.
Hey, I have a job.
On the weekends.
Well, Fridays, Saturdays, sometimes Wednesdays. We had to drive down to Havasu. When was the last time you were in Havasu? Well, Dan, you got family down there, so you probably didn't have been more recently than anybody else. But it's been a while since I've driven to Havasu. That was a fun.
How long is
Yeah.
that drive?
220. You can get down there in 2, but then the road into the city, like there's a stoplight. Seems like every 200 feet, and they're always red. It took forever to get it into town, and then that Lake Havasu golf course. It looks really. There's parts of it that don't look that great. I mean, they have 2 18-hole courses, but where we were at was on the nicer side with the putting green right outside the pro shop, and very Muni vibe, Joe. You would totally dig it. It's got the outdoor patio that overlooks the lake. There was a frost delay, and the ladies group was out there, the ladies club. So it was fun being out there. We set up. There's 21 different putters from Odyssey this year. Different putters, 21. That's like 18 too many, but there is a bunch of them, and they are all different. And so we had them all out displayed. Had people come up and roll them. We sold, I think, a dozen putters that day. And it was great because the ladies were coming off 9, running over. Let me roll this. Let me roll this. Let me roll this. Okay, order it, and then headed to the 10th tee in between during the rounds. So, but it was a lot of fun. We were out there for the thing that sucks about going to Arizona right now is you lose an hour going. So
Yeah.
we had to leave at 5 a.m. to get there for a 9 o'clock, setup. Because it takes a while to get down there. You got to go 34 and a half in Searchlight, otherwise you get a ticket.
Yep.
Or 24 and a
Fuck
half.
around on Searchlight.
No, they don't. So, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. And much to my surprise, and I think even Juju was a little surprised, a lot of people walking up going, "Can I see square to square? Can I see square to square? Can I see square to square?" And I was like, I told Julie, I said, my social media feed is kind of directed at what I look at and what I view. And I don't know what other people see. So I don't know how people are finding out about the square to square. But I was shocked so many people knew about it and wanted to come see it. And that's why they were walking over.
Do you think so? Lab did it first, right? You agree with that?
No, Callaway did it a long time ago with a toe up and the back strike, but
Okay,
it never took
currently,
off.
in
Lab
the current-
Lab is
Lab's
what is
the
hot.
one.
Yeah, they're the one
Do
that
you
has
think
made it popular
that
again.
Callaway has marketed it better? Because
So-
I mean, from what you're saying, it sounds like square to square. Like, I mean, because I've said it too.
Yes,
like, I
Chris.
mean, it kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit more. It's like it's more of a marketing thing, and
I
square to
think-
square like rolls.
Yeah, I think what has happened is one, you have the Odyssey name, which is
Mhm.
it's
Yeah. Been around a long
arguably
time.
the number one putter in golf on the PGA Tour. I mean, the number one putter on the DP World Tour this past week was a square to square putter. There was more square to square putters in the field than any other putter. So you have that brand, and then you have classic head shapes. It's the 7, the Jailbird, and then a wide blade. So you have those head shapes that people are familiar with, and then you have the face, the white hot face that everybody knows. It's not a surprise. And then you throw in a zero torque design. It's really easy for people to think it's going to be, for them. So Callaway has a huge advantage because
Totally, of course.
because of their name, because of their money. And I mean, not to discredit Lab for anything, they have changed the way a lot of manufacturers are going to be releasing putters because everybody is coming out with a version of a zero torque putter.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. A guy walked up and he's like, "Yeah, I've got 2 Lab putters. I've heard about the square to square. I want to give it a try." And he walked up and I think he made probably 10 in a row from 10 feet, like just banging him and banging him and banging him. And he didn't look at it funky. He didn't set up to it funky. He just walked up to it, put it in his hands, boom, putt, nailed, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, good Lord. And you see other people go, oh God, no, I couldn't do that.
It's just interesting to think about, like, so like Lab has been blowing up, right? And like, what if they had came up with the square to square concept? Because that's what it is. I mean, like, would that term or that like moniker stick with them and like resonate and market into the world? Like, because I never touched a Callaway square to square putter, but I knew square to square. I was like, oh, square to square, square to square, square to square, square to square.
It rolls off the
Because
tongue.
exactly, like, what if Lab had did that? What if Lab came up with square to square instead of, oh, look, it doesn't move, like that whole gimmick,
Yeah.
It could have been different. It's just interesting to think about, like, marketing budgets, marketing teams, like,
Well,
big box versus little box.
Here's the same, big brother company. Odyssey, brilliant with square to square, like you said, rolls off the tongue, explains what it does. Boom, a hit. Same company puts a gloss black finish on the top driver of the new Elite line. And everybody's going, stupid. What the hell were you doing? So it's like you win some, you lose some, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, some of these like R&D people just need to be fucking knocked in the head. Like, everybody likes matte black. Like, stop doing gloss.
Well,
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody like gloss besides Jeremy, because he's a Titleist guy. But
well, we were told that the Triple Diamond line, it's tour driven. It's what the guys on tour want. So they want a gloss head for the majority of them because that's, hey, I'm going to game this, but it's got to be gloss. So
maybe you should come with like a kit, like you can gloss it yourself. It's like a DIY driver. You just like
comes with a bottle of acetone. Just
you get,
pour this over to get your matte finish.
You get to paint your own driver, and then you get like a little heat gun, like a mini heat gun.
Well, I said to Juju because the Triple Diamond is an all crown club, top and bottom, or all carbon fiber, top and bottom. So I'm wondering if that carbon fiber top is not allowing them to do a matte finish on it. So. Interesting to see. I don't know, but the new stuff is good. I spent a couple hours at the golf stop the other day. Took about 5 different driver shafts in there just trying to find one that fits and works, and found a great combo with the Tensei 1K, Black 1K, and it's really, really good. Really, really good. So Boyd sends me a message. He's like, so company man, you're going to try TaylorMade? And I'm like, I mean, if somebody has one, I'll hit it, but I'm not going to go out of my way to go try one. I am going to try a crank driver, though. Yes.
I did stop at the Callaway fitting demo day at Rhodes Ranch on Saturday.
Fitting day, not demo day. Get it right.
Yeah, there was 2 guys there. They were really good. One was okay. One was okay. But they knew their stuff for the most part.
Wow. Wow.
No, so I hit those the CBs. Those are really good. I really like those CBs.
You were smashing those.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look nice.
They're really good. I was very surprised at the look of them. And shout out Juju swapping out my epoxy head that was
more
knocking.
rattle.
So no more rattle. Yeah. I do need some Opus wedges though. I really like those Opus wedges.
You saw that picture I posted. Joe's always over there hitting the floppers. He's got a 10-yard shot and he's hitting it 60 feet in the air.
He just didn't shoot the ones where I was like knocking them down, trying to draw ski runner them into the hole. So,
but Joe got kind of a firsthand look at what we have to do on a daily basis when we're out there interacting with people and asking questions and having people hit balls. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a blast doing it.
Yeah.
Got you, bro. All right, Adam, since we've kind of run down our list of topics, I'll throw this up here.
Just trying to read that.
Back to the slow play topic. Final group on Sunday, stroll around Torrey 5.5 this past weekend. Do you limit fields, put a shot clock on greens only, etc.? Need a solution ASAP.
I think they should do a shot clock.
They need to have a timer on with the walking, the scorer. But like I said, there is a shot clock on these guys. They're on the clock. And, it's just, I don't think the tour wants to enforce it. Because if they enforce it, that means they have to enforce it. Because if they do it for one person,
I think they just need like an old dude in a cart. Like if the group in front leaves the green, you got 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 45 seconds to hit into this green.
Yep.
Because they're gone. And an old dude, old Marshall just cruising around like one that really believes in the pace of play. Not like these guys are like, oh, well, he gave me a fucking Jolly Rancher and he knows my sister's mom, like not all that shit. Like they're off the green. You have 45 seconds to hit into the screen. And then since you're further away, the next person after you hit into this, you got 45 seconds. Like,
got to start stroking. I agree. Hashtag.
You should be able to walk up. You've played there 3 days already.
Dad woke up and saw stroke guys.
You gotta start stroking guys.
Gotta start stroking guys.
That'll get the ratings up out there.
Once the previous group before them once they walk off the green, their holdout, like countdown 1 minute. And then 45, something like that.
Yep.
They need a visible clock. I just think it has to happen. Like there's no other way.
With heartbeats in their ears.
Heartbeats.
Yep. Boom, 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 boom. That would be hilarious.
It gets faster.
I would love to see them have a clock on when they show a group. And hey, and we're going to the 7th hole. And this is the time that they've been on the course right now, and just show that, it maybe wake some of these guys up, a lot of people are saying, they're not playing in foursomes either. These are groups of 2 and 3 that are elite players. They're not looking for lost balls. They're hitting it in the fairways. They're hitting it on the green. They're putting, and it's taking them, 15 minutes to play a hole.
Yeah, and their caddies know the green. The caddies know the way the wind's blowing. They know the forecast. They know all that shit. Like, yeah, it's too long. It is too long.
It's way too long, and they're already
and
losing airtime.
It reflects poorly on the game that we play.
Yeah.
In the real world.
They're going to start losing sponsors. They're going to start, because they're not getting as
Already
much TV time because they're having to cut away and go to Golf Channel because they've run through their allotted time on CBS or NBC. And that's going to piss off sponsors. Did you hear what happened with Jason Day?
About the tape on the back of his jacket.
Yeah. Joe from Lofty was commenting about it today. He was saying that that the tour has a size limit to how big logos can be on your back.
That's fucking stupid, first of all. But yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's stupid, but the sponsors pay for certain things, and on the back of jackets is something that they pay for. And so they has to. So somebody came out. Or I saw on Colorado Golf Blog. They're saying the new Malbon tape is out. It's roll tape with Malbon right in the middle. But yeah, and it's stories like that aggravate the hell out of people.
Yeah.
So
It's there's a lot of stupid shit about golf, man, but it is a great game, and I am very privileged to have found it and found my friends that I get to play the game with, and all the people across the entire country and all the courses I've gotten to play because of the game of golf. And who cares about a fucking logo? And it's just ridiculous, dude. Like, and I understand people pay for that, but the game is so much bigger and better than that. And it brings a lot of us joy and peace and times of happiness. And they're just bringing too much fucking terrible shit to the game. Like, play faster, enjoy the game, enjoy your day, go get yourself a bacon double cheeseburger at the end of your round, and look forward to that. Like,
absolutely, they do.
it's just the game. Play
Mark
good.
chiming in.
Play
I'm
fast.
sure Malbon loves every time Day gets asked to take it off. Free publicity, and most people are probably on their side. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna show one more thing here, and Dan, bro, you look exhausted. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Look over one time here.
Yeah, no, I'm
Hands
good.
Dan works
Long
more in
hours.
2 days than I
I was
do
up at
the whole week.
I was up at 3 a.m. this morning. I was actually at work at 4.
Woo, man,
But I'm good.
that makes my 5
Look-
o'clock seem nice. All right, let me share this screen with y'all. Where'd it go? This one. Share it. So this is
Band Trails
Wow.
hoodie. That's the new Band Trails hoodie.
this is the new VGN main page on the website.
Oh,
Look at-
he
look
got
at right
it.
there.
He got the cover. Dan got the cover.
Dan Hodges, 7-time VGN champion. So I've gone through and I've been doing some updating on this. Got some nice photos here from the guys at the first event last year. Little spiel on why you should join. Giving some love to the players of the year last year. Showing some of the swag that we got for it. But one of the big things that I was trying to make available for everybody. If you go to the schedule and then you got our events here, you click on tournament page. So there's now a tournament page, and there's going to be one of these for every event. Tells you a little bit about the event, tee box assignments, the flight breaks down, what the points are for the event, typical purse payouts. There's a link to our VGN rules of play, so everybody can refresh that. Over on the right-hand side, we got the players of the year being repped there with some advertisements. A little bit about the club, the website established, basically a nice little breakdown so everybody can see the information there. And then also, if you click on the field button, all the players, look at that Spades division. 21 guys in there right now. So, yeah. So, going to be a nice purse for that one.
Oh, why am I at the end? Fuck.
Because you were the last person to pay so far for that.
Oh,
This is
it's all
this
about
is
money,
just-
guys. It's all about money.
Yeah, this is just as the field gets set. So yeah, some changes to the website. If you have any questions about it, that is a place where you can go now to find out a lot of information regarding the league. Gonna keep adding some more stuff to it. And eventually, what I'm gonna do is pull back from Discord. Not everybody uses Discord. I use Discord because it's super easy for me to update, but I would rather spend a little bit more time, have a page that is a little bit more user friendly, a little bit more visible. Last year, nobody could see any of that information because it was only on Discord. It wasn't available on the website. So somebody new trying to check out the league didn't know what we were doing or how we were doing it other than, the main page breaking it down. So this should help get more eyes on it, hopefully spurn a little bit of interest. And I'm ready to call out all these guys that, play tournament golf, that why they haven't played with us. I've been comparing us with the SNGA, the APT, Grint's no longer around, but other events that play out here. Our prices are very competitive. Our purses are very competitive. The courses are all the same. A lot of the rates were cheaper. And we have a lot of good players that are playing in this. There's a lot of good players in the SNGA. There's a lot of good players in the APT. There's a lot of good players in the VGN. I think a lot of these guys like the smaller fields and think they have a better chance to win. I want to see those guys come to the VGN and compete against 15 to 20 people in that same skill set, not 5. Not 5. I want to see 20 players in every division. And come show your talents. Come showcase it. Come see what you got. Trey is on a fucking heater right now, and he is the man to beat. Matt Nolasco's back. He's going to be playing some events, but, we lost a couple top guys that have gone on to do some other things with their golf lives. So, there is room, and we want to have the VGN be the best competitive golf league in town. But in order to do that, we need players. So get your asses signed up. There's 30 spots left for our February 22nd event. Got 3 weeks left until registration ends, so there's plenty of time to sign up and go. And I'm doing this. Anybody that signs up, new member that signs up, I've normally done it in segments, but I'm going to offer this to all the new members that signed up this year because we've only had 14 so far. Last time this year we had 30, so we're missing some. You sign up, you're a new member, you pay full price for the new membership, and you win your flight, you get your membership back. I refund you that money. So great opportunity. If you think you got the skills, you think you got the game to come out and win a flight in your first event. And I've refunded 2 people, so it can happen.
Yeah. And also, if you think you don't have the game, you could still fucking do it too. Like, you could still win too.
Yeah.
Golf is a crazy game.
Crazy game. And Sienna's going to be a fun first round. Then we head to Boulder.
Long time.
Yeah. Then we go to Boulder City for two events in March. We play the mini course and we play Boulder Creek, and then Laughlin Ranch. And all those events are open right now that you can register for. And I'm excited. I am excited for the season. I'm excited I got the website done. So that's something I've been working on the last couple of days.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you. Yeah. And Trey wants that title, that cover. He wants the cover. He wants Trey Sanders 8 times champion. So, all right, that's all I got. If you guys got anything else that's on your mind, anybody got anything on their mind? Wow.
Not right now.
Where's the?
I mean, I do, but it's too much.
It's too much.
What's too much, Joe? Is there any?
Trying to plan out like golf trips when you have people that depend on you at your home, and like trying to, it's just. So I mean, well, I was saying. I did exaggerate that one a little bit, but Cam Kelly did announce the next King Collective event for next year. Yeah.
LaGrange.
Where is it at?
Yeah, the fields,
Oh.
LaGrange, Georgia. Trying to find a way there, and it is the week and after Landman, so I have to
Oh
finagle
wow.
back-to-back weekend golf trips. So
You gotta take Katie out for a weekend.
well, I do have a friend in Tampa, Kev. So he was like, I know that there's family out here. Why don't they just hang here and then we'll drive up? So that seems to be going well currently. We'll see if we can do it.
Wow. It'll happen. You'll make it happen.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. Always the goal.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's
Tell me about the
Man.
course. I don't know much about the course. Tell me about it.
the fields. It is in LaGrange, Georgia, southwest of Atlanta. Some people have said it's the 18-hole sister course to Sweetens Cove. Looks like a bunch of fun. Great logo. It's got like a donkey with clubs. They have a master chef out there that can do some fantastic food. And
Not sell me on a golf course though, Joe.
I don't know much about it. I mean,
Okay.
I've seen some of the golf course, but it does look very sick. And if you
I
go
thought
on
when you
there,
reposted it that you knew all about it. Like this was one of your.
I do not know all about it. I have seen things about it, and I have not retained it fully. But yeah, I think that the head pro, or I think he was like gifted it the land from his like parents or something like that, and he created a golf course, and he knows all about the grass. And I'd have to go back and like relook into it, but it looks very dope. It looks like a very sick golf course. And I've heard great things about it already.
That's a tough time of the year. You got Landman, you got that, VG and Major Coyotes after that.
Yeah, and I might not be able to do Prairie Club because that's Labor Day weekend. And as you know, retail Labor Day weekend's tough. So I have a lot of things. I got a lot of nuts and bolts and
That's
wrenches.
gonna be a hell of a Uber ride from buttfuck Nebraska to wherever you gotta go as we're going the other way.
Yeah, I know. I might have to hitchhike a little bit.
You're gonna be standing on the road.
Let me go back.
I gotta
Can I
get
get a
back to
ride back to
Vegas.
Omaha? Standing
In the back of a farm truck.
I'll substitute for you, Joe. I'll high five you.
Yeah, just
Sioux City,
stay-
Sioux City Airport.
stay home
Yeah,
with.
I know.
stay
I'm doing
home.
Landman. I'm doing Landman. Landman is guaranteed. I already.
Dan, we're ready for you.
Landman's- Yeah.
We're going to the pen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We got to figure it out. There's a lot of, that's the thing, bro. We got to figure things out sometimes in life. And I'm currently putting a puzzle together, and I'll figure it out.
there you go. Gotta fill those puzzles.
And that's what life is. Puzzles.
Puzzles.
Bunch of puzzles.
Bunch of puzzles. All right. Here, Joe. I'll give you some music to roll us out. How about that?
Roll us out. Yeah, roll us out. Roll us out of Chasing Daylight podcast. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll see you next week. We're here every single Tuesday. Jeremy laughing at me on a Wednesday. No, it's not Wednesday. It's fucking Tuesday.
Oh,
It's like a Tuesday.
Hey, thanks for tuning in.
Tuesday.
Chasing Daylight podcast.
Tuesday,
We're here for you
Tuesday.
every single Tuesday. We're talking golf. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. We'll see you next week. It's episode number 475,000 until episode 475,001. We'll see you next week. Later.
Oh, that's hilarious.